Hi, my name is Ian Moyce, and talking to you today about hiring behaviours. And having been a hiring manager for many, many years, and also have been a candidate during COVID and also at different points during my career, I've got good insight, I think, to the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent that goes on of what I've experienced as a candidate and also as a hiring manager, good and bad behaviours. So, firstly, one thing to consider is these automated systems. If you're looking for a good employee for a key role that's important in your division, and I've witnessed this typically in the larger corporate customers, and I understand the efficiency gain and approach and why it's being used, but these automated systems that filter a CV based on not the human being, but how they've structured a document to get through the filtering system to hit the trigger points that your automated system says this one's in or this one isn't, are they truly an effective way to get the best candidate? Because I've applied for roles where I've got the experience, looking at the role spec, should I be at least considered? Absolutely. And know that I've been rejected by an automated system, certainly by the message that comes back and the process of filling it in online and the way that's worked. And what I've got back is very much an automated corporate message. But what's happened really is an electronic system has filtered for certain key metrics and said, well, you don't fit the metric, and narrowed it down. Is that really the best way to get your best candidate? Particularly, as I've seen many stats recently, an example being 77% of recruiters have gone back and hired a candidate who at first didn't appear to be a fit. So if that's the case, by eliminating candidates and filtering them out automatically, are you missing the ideal candidate for that? And I can cite that process in the role I'm in today, that I wasn't shortlisted originally because they had enough shortlisted candidates, and it's just noise, right? Another candidate, you're always going to find there's more and more and more, which I respect. You don't want to keep looking, you want to get on with the process. But I fought back and pushed hard to say, no, I should be considered, and here's the reasons why, and got back into the process and got through the process and got offered and selected the role. So in that instance, there's a prime example of that your best candidate may be one that hasn't got into that pool of shortlist based on timing of application or how you're filtering it quickly at the first level because of the broadness of application. The second point I think is key is your target is not to fill the role, which sounds totally contradictory, but it's not to fill the role. It's to find the best candidate possible for a long-term value to your business in being in that position in your company. Too often I've seen people keen, well, I want to get someone hired in the next few weeks and we're in the process, and I don't want to delay it because if we look at others or if we haven't found the right candidate, I'll pick the best of the bunch that we've got because I don't want to spend another 3 months. I need someone on board this month because I've already got the target, for example, as a sales leader. And if I don't get someone on now, I've still got the target. I haven't got someone firing on it. But a mishire is far more costly. Making that decision quickly, I would much rather hire someone that takes longer to find and get the right person who's going to be with us for a much longer time and deliver far greater value to us, the business, and our customers, than shorten the process for the sake of saving a bit of effort. So think about it, it's about getting the right candidate, not filling the role. And another data point I'd like to give for those hiring, and I think this hopefully is a valuable one, give feedback and informed feedback to those candidates that you have engaged with. I respect that if it's a CV and you've had 200 and you've shortlisted 20, you can't go back on all the other 180 and give them analysis of why their CV was wrong. But if you interview people and you put them through several phases of an interview and ask them to present or do a video for you or provide a bit of content, if you ask them to put some more extra effort in than simply applying, do they not deserve something back from you? So my process has been where I've interviewed someone and where they've spent time investing, is to give them feedback, and genuine, honest feedback, not you just weren't right for the role, not feedback that is easy for me to give, but feedback that is valuable to the candidate. So, for example, this was one of the things that we picked up on during the interview process that highlighted X, Y, and Z. So I wanted to give you these feedback. By all means, use this feedback as you wish, and it is an opinion, but give them gut. I've had so many people come back to me and say, really respect that, because I didn't realise that was coming across that way, and no one else has taken the trouble to give me that feedback, that input, and we value that, and thank you, and respectful time back. Who's to know that that candidate isn't talking to someone else down the line and says, oh, they were really good, and talks positively of your business or you as an individual? How much time does that give to give them a bit of value back? So think about the time and the individual that you're dealing with and the situation they may be in, and give something back for what they've given to you during the process. Hopefully that's useful and gives you some insights and ideas in your hiring process.